Hello and welcome to the top 10 indie horror games ever. There is no doubt in my mind that you will disagree with what I have to say, and I respect that. I respect your opinion, so please respect mine also. Please put in the comments how smooth and silky my voice is, which it isn't because my microphone is shit, but you're gonna have to deal with that if you want to find out what the top 10 indie horror games are. Without further ado, here it is. The first game on my list is The Stairwell, based on the SCP-087. If you're unfamiliar with SCP, go and visit their website. I'm sure there'll be a link in the description. The story is about a secret staircase at a school campus. The bottom to these stairs is unknown, and as you progress down the stairs, you will experience a number of scary sounds and events. There is an end to the game, but it's randomized, so you could reach the end in 10 minutes or in an hour. At number 9 we have the game Hide. This is set in a pixelated world, and the aim is to hide from the monsters by not going into their line of sight. It's very atmospheric, helped by the great music and sound effects. It only lasts for 10 to 15 minutes depending on how good you are, but yeah, it's worth your time. It's free too, so give it a go. At number 8 we have the game Eerie. This game officially made me sweat my pants off. It takes place in Lake Erie, where really weird shit is happening. The game's visuals are pretty good, pretty snazzy, because it was built using the Unreal 3 engine, which clearly provides you with some top quality effects. At number 7 we have Paranormal. This is one of the more original games on the list. It's a dynamic haunting experience, very much like the movies The Blair Witch Project and Paranormal, which is where it gets its name from. Each time you sleep, you will experience new events in the house that are likely to knock your socks off. So give it a go. The game's visuals are pretty great, also because it uses the Unreal 3 engine. This game costs money, however, so you will have to pay for it or download the beta. At number 6 lies another SCP game called SCP Containment Breach. If you know of the Weeping Angels in Doctor Who, one of the monsters in this game will very much remind you of them. Based on the stories of SCP Foundation, an organisation dedicated to containing the creepiest things on the earth. There is a containment breach, hence the name, and you end up alone with the escaped entities roaming around, and you have to fight your way out. To make things worse, your eyes are very itchy, so you keep blinking, and each time you blink, the SCP gets a step closer. The game's free, so go play it. At number 5 lies a game that is not as scary as the other games on this list. It is called Lone Survivor. This side-scrolling psychological thriller is set in a post-apocalyptic world with retro 2D graphics. Throughout the game there can be amusing references towards the character's state of mind. You can have conversations with a toy cat, or meet strange folk, such as a man with a box on his head. It's worthy of a place on my list because of its great sense of humour, immersive gameplay, and fantastically atmospheric soundtrack. Ooh yeah. At number 4 lies a game you've probably heard of before. It's called Penumbra Overture. This survival horror is developed by the same fellas that brought you Amnesia: The Dark Descent and the other Penumbra games. The game focuses on story, immersion and puzzle solving, much like Amnesia. You haven't seen Amnesia on this list yet, but you may soon enough. It uses a similar physics engine, allowing you to pull drawers, levers and pick up objects. The game grips you with its butt-clenching atmosphere and detailed story. You guessed it, number 3 is Penumbra Black Plague, the second episode in the Penumbra trilogy, a run and hide horror game, exploration based, first person survival horror, aimed at making you sweat a lot and wet your trousers or pants. Solving puzzles and using stealth tactics, you must take on the darkness and avoid the monsters. This is often considered to be scarier than Overture. This game too costs money, so does Lone Survivor. Forgot to mention that. So you will have to pay for this with your currency of choice. It's not much because it's quite an old game. I recommend you pick it up. At number 2 on my list, not yours, that's right, is a game called Slender's Woods, also known as Slender, the 8 pages, or the original Slender game. It features a tall, pale-faced creature called Slenderman. Perhaps you've heard of him. It shot to popularity because of YouTubers like PewDiePie playing the game over and over again, always offering up scares due to its immense atmosphere and constant threat of being taken in the rear by Slenderman. At number 1, we have the game, the best game, that I have decided is to be the best game. Yes, okay, I think you know what it is by now. In fact, you probably knew what it was until you turned the video on. If you've got this far, I thank you. I know it's pretty shit. Number 1 is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. This game is a survival horror masterpiece from those who brought you Penumbra. Obviously, I've told you that. It plays a man, Daniel, which coincidentally is also my game. My name, not game, making it considerably more frightening. The character has amnesia, which is coincidentally the same name as the game itself. He's found himself trapped in a creepy castle, and as you progress through the fairly long story by solving puzzles and running away from scary monsters, you learn more about why you are there and who you are. The modding community has also majorly enhanced the game, giving you an almost endless supply of content. Hey, you still here? I'd like to thank you for watching all the video. It means a lot. If you could please take the time to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I would give you presents. Please subscribe. We will have some more videos out. I think it's 2 a week we try to put out. Most are shit, but maybe you will find one that you like. And on that video that you like, you will click like. And I will appreciate it a lot.